gentle, breathing, sleeping figure that you hear being played by the strings is the opening of Benjamin Britten's Nocturne for tenor and small orchestra. When they visited Vancouver a few weeks ago, the English composer Benjamin Britten and tenor Pears took part in a performance of the work, which was broadcast on CBC radio. This television program was recorded at the same time during one of the rehearsals. The composer, the soloist, and members of the orchestra are therefore informally attired. The Nocturne's just under a half hour in length. Before we hear it right through, Benjamin Britten and Pears take us through it in a voyage of exploration.
The music which you are now hearing being played is, as it were, the frame of the Nocturne. It's the material which connects each song to its successor and acts as a neutral background for each episode. In fact, the first poem of the 8 which Britten chose to make up this little anthology of night and dreams and sleep, the first poem is by Shelley, a dozen lines from his Prometheus Unbound, the famous passage which begins, "On a poet's lips I slept, dreaming like a love adept, in the sound his breathing kept." And the rhythm of the strings brings us back to this breathing between each song, each dream. The first dream poem is Tennyson's The Kraken, the weird deep-sea monster who sleeps his ancient, undisturbed sleep far, far below in the depths, until the latter fire shall heat the deep, and the kraken shall rise roaring to the surface and die. Each song has a solo instrument along with the voice, and for the kraken, Britten uses the bassoon, accompanied by suitable trills and sharply struck pizzicato chords on the strings.
This is 6 bars before 3, the beginning of the bassoon solo. Yes, I think actually it's more effective if you could start your trill a little slower, and then in the crescendo, accelerando. Same place, please. That's fine. The same thing here, too. As smooth as possible. Basses, get to your forte after the crescendo without a break, with as little gap as possible. Now, I'd like to go on to figure 4, please. Same kind of thing again. Figure 4. Now, pianissimo. Violent. Good crescendo. Full length of the note. Yes, always strings. Please continue trilling right until the beginning of the next entry of the instruments, and as quick a trill as possible. Can we do after figure 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars after 5. 5 after 5. Right? That's it. Now violas. Fine, that's good. Now I'd just like to do the awkward join between 6 and 7. That's 4 bars before 7.
The kraken dies, and we return to the string's gentle breathing, the breathing of the sleeper,
That's fine.
before the next dream comes. A very different sort to a poem by Coleridge, and the instrument is the harp. Here, the landscape is crystal clear, bathed in brilliant moonlight, and a solitary child is seen picking fruit in a magic orchard. The words come from Coleridge's The Wanderings of Cain.
This is after figure 7, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th bar of figure 7. Same rhythm as before. Yes, sorry. Can we, I think that harmonic can be a little bit clearer, first violins, a little sharper accent, perhaps. This is 1 before 8. Sorry, just 1 before your entry. 1 before figure 8. That's it. Same thing here. Not too soft the pizzicato, it's always just hear them. That's it. Yes, harp, you got there a little bit too soon. I think we could do that once again. After 9, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th bar of 9, that's the bar in which it starts. 6th bar of 9. 1, 2, 3. That's it. 1, 2. 1. 2. Now rhythm. A little bit more accent bass. That's it.
For the next song, we observe, as it were, what is happening outside in the world while the sleeper is dreaming. Midnight is striking, dogs howl, the nightingale, the owl, and the raven are singing, the mouse nibbles, the cricket hops, and the cats cry mew. The words are by the Elizabethan poet Middleton, and the solo instrument for all these night sounds is the horn, and the string's rhythm intermittently reminds us of the dream.
3 before figure 13. 3 before 13. Oh, Peter, perhaps you would sing this with us, would you? Gives us some idea of what animal the horn is imitating. 3 before 13, a good crescendo harp.
Midnight bell goes ding.
Yes, a horn, the first entry was fine, but the second one, when the voice is with you, perhaps you could play it a little bit stronger, and also you can suggest the bell a bit more by a sharper attack each time. Let's do the the fourth bar, excuse me, fourth bar of 13. The fourth of 13. Straight in.
Midnight's bell goes ding, 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 ding. The dogs do howl and not a bird does sing, but the nightingale. And she cries, twing, 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 twing.
Yes, strings. Can you, once you've made your expressive crescendo, diminuendo in one beat, so it lets the horn, the muted horn through. That's before 14, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 before 14, I said. Yes. 1 before your entry horn. A warm...
And she cries, twing, 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 twing. All then on every bough to sit. Ravens croak on chimney tops. The cricket in the chamber hops.
Not too much crescendo,
The
Viola.
nibbling mouse is not asleep, but he goes beep, 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 beep. And the cats cry, mew, 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 mew. And still the cats cry, mew, 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 mew.
Yes. Strings, go, please, to the F sharp note with no gap at all, but as soft the attack as you possibly can. Get the bow right down to the tip and then breathe.
It's perhaps the uneasy crying of the cat which brings a nightmare feeling into the next episode, the next dream. Horror emerges with Wordsworth's lines about his dream of the French Revolution, and the drums suggest marching tumbrils and alarms, which grow to the climax with the poet's impression of a voice which seemed to him to cry to the whole city, "Sleep no more."
I'd just like to do that change there. The 3 bars before 15, just the end of the horn solo, the muted horn solo. Mew, mew. Let it go right away to nothing then. Good. Now keep it absolutely quiet, strings. No vibrato until you start moving. Now first violin. Seconds. Violas. Keep it all quiet, though. Cellos. Keep it quiet now. Now the crescendo starts. Same thing to Phrase it, cellos. Yeah. G. Fine, that is excellent. Keep it quiet like that, symphony. It's very good. Now, can we cut on, please, to the second half of this song, which is figure 19. Figure 19, Ponticello tremolando strings. A good Ponticello right near the bridge. Yes, sorry, Timpani, I'm not awfully keen on that sound with the other end of the sticks. Can you change to hard sticks there?
I'll try to if the pause is long.
Oh, I see. Well, it's quite a good pause. I think probably you will have time. Can we do it now with the hard sticks then? Fine. Same place, please, strings. Figure 19. Much better. It is an awkward change in tempo, ladies and gentlemen. I think if we could do it once again, and if you could think of the last chord that you have there as having 3 beats, and then count between the beginning of the, at figure 20, 3 beats between each chord. Can we just try that, and I'll count it out for you. The last 3 bars before 20, 3 before 20. That's the sforzando. No more. 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Wordsworth's nightmare is shattered, but its place is immediately taken by a quite different mood, a different color, but also a haunted one. The poem is by Wilfred Owen, the young English poet who was killed in the First World War, and the instrument is the English horn. The picture is a strange one, a very strange one, of a palace dominated by a woman, a sort of succubus, who lives off the spirit of enslaved and devoted men and boys. And the atmosphere is one of over-rich decay.
Perhaps you could just do that join once again from 3 before 20. And then we'll go on, cor anglais. 3, 4, little diminuendo. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's very good English horn, lovely sound. The only thing is, could you make always your first note a bit more important and a little bit more gap in between each phrase? It's always the first note, a long 16th note, always, and a shorter 32nd, I think you call them, don't you? Figure 20, straight into figure 20. That's very nice. Very good strings. Don't get worried, just relax. As late as you dare, always. That's fine. Now, can we cut onto that awkward join before figure 22, sorry. Before figure 22, 1, 2, 3 bars. And a good, strong, low note, please. Real chest resonance. Now, just a little time. Good. Now, very calmly. Yes, you can just enjoy yourself a little bit more in that phrase which has a crescendo and diminuendo. Can we do 22, straight in a 22? That's just immediately where you start. Figure 22. This is the one. Very nice. Same thing here. A little bit warm. Now dead and quite together. Like footsteps. Now warm. That's fine, awfully good. Now can we just do the join to the next section? For 424, 3 bars. No, I think we'll do 4 bars because I want to hear these double bass harmonics. This is 4 before 24. Now, heavy basses. Yes, I think it's a bit dangerous. Can you not divide this, not desk-wise?
After the stifling airlessness of the Owen poem, we return for a moment to the rhythm of the sleeper and then come out into the fresh, clear open air with flute and clarinet and Keats's poem, "What is more gentle than a wind in summer, more healthful than the leafiness of vales, more full of visions than a high romance?" And the answer is sleep.
Now, before 25, no, can we do 24, please? I want to try this with the violas divided differently. 24, straight in. Much better. Go on quite casually as if nothing is ever going to stop you. Oh, this is difficult to rehearse without the voice. Peter, could you perhaps come help us there? That's excellent, flute. Take plenty of time over the first beat, because we want a good diminuendo.
What is more gentle than a wind in summer?
Yes, can you start a bit more forte? One wants a bigger diminuendo, you see. And take a little time over the first note. Let's start 26. Let's try it once again, shall we? Once again. Fine.
What is more soothing than the pretty harmony in the moment in an open flower and buzzes cheerily from bough to bough?
Fine, you can do a little bit more diminuendo, perhaps. One.
What What is more tranquil than the nostrils blowing in a green island far from all men's knowing?
Yes, you can take even more time over the first bar. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da, dee-da-da. Just give yourself time to let the top A sound. 27. Right, 1/3. Good.
What is more tranquil than a nostrils blowing in a green island far from all men knowing? More healthful than the leafiness of day, more secret than a nest of nightingales, more serene than Cordelia's countenance, more full of visions than a romance.
Right, can we just, one thing I want to rehearse, sir. The flute, in your flutter tongue, don't make any diminuendo, and clarinet, come in immediately on the beat as soft as you can. Can we just try that? After 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth bar, that's the flutter bar. Straight in, 40. That's lovely, that's very good. Very good. Now, can we go on to the bit we just got to, which is after 29, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th of 29. That should be, if I've counted right, where you come in again.
What but thee, what but thee, what but thee, what but thee, sleep.
Yes, if you could do that without any round tanto at all, just watch us for the last note that you play. Diddle, 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 diddle. Then you may have to wait for us just the last note. But strings come in as clearly as you can, not too loud, but immediately. Can we just try it again? That's, I think, the 11th bar of 29, I said. It's the same place we started before.
What but thee, what but thee, what but thee, what but thee.
Good. A little more bass.
Soft closer, closer of
Yes, one needs a little bit more second bass just for the foundation of the chord. Good. Can we go on? The next bar.
We return to the sleeping rhythm, but fuller, richer, and ready for the culmination of this sequence of songs, which is the setting of Shakespeare's sonnet, "When most I wink, then do mine eyes best see," with all the instruments playing and the strings as soloists for the first time. It is, as it were, a vindication of the private life of the imagination, which sees clearer than the hard light of fact. All days are nights to see, till I see thee, and nights bright days, when dreams do show thee me.
I'd just like to start at 34, which is the entry of the wind for the first time for a long time. As smooth as possible, lower strings. Quite a good crescendo. Every eighth fret marked. Yes, solos, that's very nice. The only thing is, can you make your repeated notes perhaps a little bit more marked, but the other eighth notes even smoother? And if you could get back to a piano after figure 35, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the fifth bar, the beginning of the bar should be back to piano. Can we start straight at 35, please? Smooth. That's fine. That's the kind of mood. And I think we've just got time to play the whole work through, which I think is a good idea before our first performance. It gives you an idea of the shape of it and of how long wind you have to prepare for your solos when they arrive. Right, from the start then, please. Do you want a tune, or is it all right? Just perhaps we can have an A, could we? Not having an oboe, we have to make do with an English horn.
On a poet's lips I slept, dreaming like a lover deft in the sound his breathing kept. Nor seeks nor finds he mortal blisses, but feeds on the aerial kisses of shapes that haunt thoughts with an essence. He will watch from dawn to gloom, the lake reflected sun illume, the yellow bees in the ivy bloom, nor heed nor see what things they be. But from these create he can. Forms more real than living man. Nestling of immortality, of immortality.  'Tis. 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 'Tis kraken sleepeth, the kraken sleepeth, faintest sunlights flee about his shadowy sides. Above him swell huge sponges of millennial growth and height, and far away into the sickly night, from many a wondrous draught and secret cell, unnumbered and enormous, Polypi, winnow with giant arms the slumbering dream. There hath he lain for ages, and will lie, battening upon huge sea worms in his sleep, until the latter fire shall heat the deep, then once by men and angels to be seen. In roaring he shall rise, and on the surface with a twine of leaves, that leafy twine his only dress. A lovely boy was laughing through by moonlight in a wilderness. The moon was bright, the air was free, and fruits and flowers together grew on many a shrub and many a tree, and all put on a gentle air, hanging in the chandelier like a picture rich and rare. It was a climate where they say the night is more beloved than day. But who that beauteous boy beguiled, that beauteous boy to linger here alone by night, a little child, in place so silent and so wild? Has he no friend, no loving mother near? night's bell goes ding, 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 ding. Then dogs do howl and not a bird doth sing but the nightingale. And she cries, twing, 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 twing. Owls then on every bough do sing. Ravens croak on chimney tops. The cricket in the chamber hops. The nibbling mouse is not asleep, but he goes beep, 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 beep. And the cats cry, mew, 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 mew. And still the cats cry, mew, 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 mew. But that night when on my bed I lay, I was most moved and felt most deeply in what world I was. With unextinguished taper I kept watch, beating at intervals. The fear passed by, pressed on me almost by a fearful calm. I thought of those September massacres, divided from me by a little man, and felt and touched them a substantial dread. The rest was conjured up from tragic fiction and mournful calendars of true history, remembrances and dim admonishments. The horse its talk is managed, and the wind of the heaven wheels round, and treads in his own steps. Year follows year, the tide returns again, day follows day. All things are second birth. The earthquake is not satisfied at once, and in such way I wrote upon myself until I seem to hear a voice She dreams of golden gardens and sweet not marveling why a rose is never full, nor what red mouths were torn to make their bloom. The shades keep down which well might roam her hall. Quiet their blood lies in her crimson room, and she is not afraid of their footfalls. They move not from her tapestries, their pose, her pace, her terraces, their hecatombs. Lest all she be disturbed or grieve at all. What is more gentle than a wind in summer? What is more soothing than the pretty hammer that is one moment in the open flower and buzzes cheerily from bough to bough? What is more tranquil than a nostrils blowing in a green island far from home and home? More healthful than the leafiness of vale, more secret than a nest of nightingale, more serene than Cordelia's countenance, more full of visions than a romance. What but thee, what but thee, what but thee, what but thee, sleep. Soft closer, closer of our eyes. No murmur of tender lullaby. Light hover around the happy Pears, looped entangle of a beauty threatened. Most happy, happy listener, when the morning blesses thee, for enlivening all the cheerful eyes that glance so brightly at the new sunrise. When most I wink, then do mine eyes best see. All the day they do things unrespected, but when I sleep in dreams they look on thee, and darkly bright are bright in dark directed. Then thou, whose shadows doth make bright, how would thy shadows home happy show to the clear light with thy much clearer light, when to unseen eyes thy shade shines so. How would I say thine eyes this leopard made by looking on thee in the living day, when in dead night thy fair imperfect shade days are nights to see, till I see thee, and night's bright days, when dreams do show
Benjamin Britten conducting his Nocturne for tenor and small orchestra with Peter Pears. Producer, George Robertson. Technical producer, Lloyd Harrop. Lighting, Jim Ellis. Audio, Nelson Smith. This was a CBC Vancouver production.